The cat totally wants to take part, so if you hear jingling, that's the kitty saying hi. That's an ADHD moment. Ooh, cat, shiny. What was I doing? Hi, I'm Trisha J. Wooldridge, and I am a novel friend. A novel friend is the business that I started some time ago to encompass my editing, my writing, being an author, and everything I love about words. Because words are a bridge between people for communications, a way to build relationships, and as corny as it sounds, to make the world a better place. Hello and Happy New Year, because it's still early enough to say Happy New Year, I think. I am Trisha J. Wooldridge, and I am a novel friend writing and editing. And I enjoy sharing poetry and writing and performing. So this month I am sharing specific poems related to my ADHD diagnosis and starting Adderall. Last year I was diagnosed with ADHD. It explained so much about how I function and things that were going wrong in my life. And I learned a lot about myself, and I learned more tools to be more productive. One of those tools is actually taking Adderall. And one of the big fears that many creative people I know, including myself, have is if you take a mind-altering drug like Adderall, you're going to lose that creative spark. You're going to lose what makes you you. And if it wasn't for other artists sharing their stories where Adderall did help them, or Ritalin helped them, or whatever they were taking helped them be more creative and be more their true selves, I would have had a problem taking it. So I did start taking it, and one of the things I decided to do was to write a poem for every single one of those first 30 days of my very first prescription of Adderall. And one of the other things that go with ADHD is not always being able to complete a task. But I did. I wrote a poem every single day, all 30 days of my first month on Adderall. And one of the things I also learned about ADHD is there's this thing called executive dysfunction, which explained so much about me. And that was one of the things I wanted to write a poem about. Executive dysfunction, if you don't know what it is, it's when your brain knows you should be doing something, like I ought to be going to bed right now, but you can't physically make yourself click the X on the box, close the laptop, get your ass out of the chair. You just can't. You're like, I should be going to bed. I should be going to bed. Same goes with eating. One of the things I learned was that 60 to 70% of women who are obese are undiagnosed with ADHD. So when you are having an emotional moment and you decide to eat, that's also an ADHD thing because the pleasure sensors in the brain. But you can't tell yourself to stop. You have okay, I'm done, I'm all set, but you keep eating, and that's part of the executive dysfunction. There's a lot more that go with it. Sometimes it's being frozen, sitting in the car, needing to get out and go into the house. So there's a lot. So that is something that is very powerful. It's a very strong part of ADHD that I don't think people understand unless they've gone through it. So that is the poem that I'm sharing with you today. Executive dysfunction, a woman possessed. Backseat brain, buckled in, not buckled down, sometimes snatches the wheel and speeds against the law. I'm so fucking tired. I need to go to bed. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Cat stories, food photos, other people's houses, children important. 2 a.m., 3 a.m., an important issue in the trans community about gender, animal rescue, medieval clothing, all research, stuff to use, things I ought to know. I'm so fucking tired. Just move the mouse. The X is right there. Left click. Close the window. You've done fine for years on 7, 6, 5, 4 hours of sleep. You'll be fine. I'm not fine. Morning headache. Stuffed nose. Actual physical pain. Again. Mouth open, chewing, tasting, kneading. When did I cook this? Unwrap this. Put it on a plate. I should put the rest away. Chewing, opening mouth, kneading, tasting, motions and emotions. You had a shitty day. You deserve it. It's fine. It's not fine. Another pound, another shitty doctor's visit, a sinking, deepening hole. Fill it with comfort food. Open document, ready to go. Every little messy thing distracts, needs attention. I'm on deadline. Someone's counting on me. Every little email. Just a few fewer inbox messages. Each collection of virtual bits, a physical weight on the brain. You can't work in this disaster. You can't function in this mess. You always do your best last minute. I don't. They will understand. Sometimes, more times, they don't. And sometimes they don't forgive. It will be all right. It's not all right. I need an exorcism from myself. That was Executive Dysfunction, a woman possessed. I hope you enjoyed it. I had found it very cathartic to write it and to share it. If you've gone through something similar, now maybe you know it's a thing. It's called executive dysfunction. I spent 30 years of my life not knowing that was a thing. So knowing it, being able to name it, did help me and gave me more tools to use it. And again, being on Adderall helped me recognize it sooner. Not meaning to be a, advertisement, but that's what I'm sharing with you. I hope you, again, enjoy the poetry. If you also have gone through executive dysfunction, maybe leave a comment below. What's it been like for you? If you think that other people will enjoy this, if you enjoyed it, share it all around social media. Maybe subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next video. Thank you for watching, and bye.